Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome in the Tech Queen channel. So, here we are going to discuss ICSC's 9th and 10th computer application syllabus. So, you know that many topics are similar there. The topic which are in 9th class that completely in the 10th class. Okay, so the common topics that we will discuss here, that is introduction of Java, history of Java, and features of Java. Okay, here I will provide you the full book reference. Okay, so some videos of 9th and 10th class I already uploaded, so you just check out that. So here I'm going to start it from scratch, means from your first chapter. Okay, the topic which are common that I'll tell you, the topic which are not common, so that I'll upload separately. Fine, so this topic is same in the 9th and 10th. Okay, so let's get start this introduction of Java, history of Java, and features of Java. Our topic is history and development of Java. So first of all, let's talk about introduction. Java is an pure object oriented programming language. So we know about it. Java is a fully object oriented programming language. We already studied about the OOPS concept. We have studied about object, classes. Okay, so all these things comes under the OOPS. Okay, so Java is a language which follow the features of object oriented programming language. So that's why Java is a object oriented programming language that is developed by Sun Microsoft. It was released in 1995. Java is a set of features of C and C++. It has obtained its format from C and OOPS feature from C++. We know that C++ is also an object oriented programming language. Okay, so Java use the features of C++ and C. Okay, so Java programs are platform independent, which means they can be run on any operating system with any processor as long as the Java interpreter is available on that system. Okay, so only necessary thing is what? In a system there must be a Java interpreter. Okay, so Java's program are platform independent. You can write it once and run it anywhere. Okay, so that's why we call this Vora. Fine, so Java's code that run on one platform does not need to be recompiled to another platform. Okay, once you have created a Java's program and you have compiled it in the machine, okay, so you need not to recompile it somewhere else. Fine, so Java virtual machine that we will study in detail also. So here I'm going to tell you about this in a short. So JVM executes Java's code, but it has been written in platform specific language. Okay, what exactly it is saying, so I'll tell you later in a detail. Fine, so you just understand that this is very important in Java. So that is a interpreter. Okay, so we will study about it later on. So now here history of Java. As we know that Java is developed by the person whose name is James Gosling. Okay, so not only this person involved in that team, these both person were also involved there that time. Okay, so they have initiated the Java language project in 1991. Java was originally designed for interactive television, but it was too advanced for the digital cable television industry at that time. Okay, so that's why it became the popular. The language was initially called Oak, after an oak tree that stood outside the Gosling's office. Java's name before that was Oak. Okay, so why? Because a oak tree that was stood outside Gosling's office, so that he put a name that is Oak. Okay, so later on, because of some copyright reasons, because Java was becoming so much popular, so that's why they had changed its name. Okay, they had renamed it Java. Okay, so it is on Java Coffee. So that's why most of the time we study about Java or Java's books, so sometime there is a coffee sign. Okay, coffee symbol, so that means Java, it is on the Java's coffee. Okay, so Gosling designed Java with C and C++ style syntax. If you have done that C and C++, So you know that it is similar to that. Okay, so some concept are belongs to C and C++. Now let's talk about James Arthur Gosling. Okay, so this point is not in your syllabus, but you must have to know about that person who has developed this language. Okay, so Java developed by James Arthur Gosling. It is his full name. Okay, and he born 19 May 1955. Okay, he is a Canadian and a computer scientist. Fine. He got many prizes. Okay, so for example, he got Order of Canada. Okay, it is second highest civilian honor in Canada. Okay, this is all about James Gosling. Fine. So now let's talk about some versions of Java. So here some versions, that the first version, that official version, okay, that came in January 23, that in 1996. Okay, so now the latest version, that is 14 March 2020. Okay, so these all are the latest version of the Java, and these are upcoming versions. Okay, so now let's talk about some features of Java. Java is a platform independent language. Okay, so whenever we are talking about Java, for Java, why it become the popular language? Because of this. Okay, because it's a platform independent. Okay, if we talk about OOPS, C++ is also based on OOPS, but why it was not much popular like Java? Because C++ was not platform independent. Java is a platform independent, means you write your code in a PC. Okay, after that you can run it anywhere. Okay, so there is no dependency on the machine. Fine, so there is a independent, it is an independent language, platform independent. Platform means we are talking about operating system. Okay, it can be run on any operating system. Okay, if you have made your program in a window based C. Okay, so but if you want to run that particular program anywhere else, so you can do it easily because of its platform independence feature. Okay, so it has capability to move from one computer to another computer easily. Java is a true object oriented programming language. We can say that it's a 99% object oriented programming language. Why 1% not? Later on you will get to know when you will study about the wrapper classes and all those things. Okay, so Java program can be compile also and interpret also. So that platform independency is possible because of this feature. Okay, because that compiled also, interpret also. Okay, it can access data from local system too, as well as from the net also. Okay, so as we know that it's a platform independent, so it can access the data from local PC also and from the internet also. So Java programming is written within a class. Okay, if you have knowledge about little bit about the programming languages, okay, even you have done in 8th also, you have done in 9th also. Okay, so you know that usually what we are doing, we are just starting it from the class. Okay, we are using here class keyword, class name, and then we are going to start our main things. We are writing our function, we are declaring our variables. Okay, so usually we are doing like that. So we can say that everything whatever we are writing in the Java's program, that we are writing inside the class. Outside the class it's not possible, right? Follow the feature of encapsulation also. Okay, you have already studied about it, what encapsulation means, where we are wrapping the data and function together. Okay, so in a single unit. Okay, that unit means we are talking about class. Okay, so now you can link up that particular topic with this. So now more features are there. Java program can create applet and application like other programming languages. Okay, if we talk about this applet, okay, so we were using it before many years ago. Okay, when the Java made very much popular, so that time we were using this applet. Okay, I'll show you some examples also later on, because here we will study about it, applet also. Okay, so in short I'm just telling you, we were using it before that only. Nowadays we are just using applications, softwares. Okay, so that's based on the Java programming. So Java does not require any hash include or any header file for creating Java's program. if you have studied that C++, usually what we were doing there, we were just starting it from the hash include iostream or this type of library files we must have to include there. But here you no need to include any header file. Okay, you just have to start your program with the class keyword, right? So Java is a case sensitive language, means here the lowercase and the capital case having different meaning. Okay, if you're writing your class, for example, you have written your class, like as a programmer we know that we have to start our class with a capital letter. Okay, for example, with my name we are going to start Lovejeet. Okay, so here if you have written your class name like that, so you have to use this class further later on in this format only, because it is a case sensitive language. Okay, so now in the next video we will talk about the topic, that's the translation. Okay, we will talk about there the interpreter and the compiler. So I hope guys, you people enjoyed this video lecture series. So if you are having any doubt, you just post your comment, and thank you so much and happy learning.